Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Shanidra, with Beyond the Cover. Yes, I am so excited for you guys today. Now, before I give you this tea, I need you guys to purchase your COVID-proof mug. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And sirs can get this. Now, it's not feminine. That feminine is black and white. So, y'all can get this COVID-proof mug off my website at cportraitsmagazine.com. No excuses. Because you're going to need this COVID-proof tea. You're going to need it. Because what I'm about to give y'all, honey, y'all need it. Y'all going to need your Revelations Journal. You can also purchase these on my website at cportraitsmagazine.com. So, yes, sweetheart. So, now, I am going to tell you today's topic, and then I have to get into a special thing for you guys today. So you're going to want to stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to show you an outfit or anything, so you can wear this outfit in several ways, but I'll get into that in a minute as well. So anyways, now today's topic is you're a threat. And you're like, what? I'm a threat. Yes, sweetheart. Just for being you and doing things your way and not their way or what they saw fit for you. So since you are doing you so well, you have become a threat. Not based off of nothing but you being you. Because you being you is making them see their insecurities and what they need to change. But instead of them changing and doing what they have to do to be better, you become a threat to them. Because you're doing things that they won't do. They probably can do, but they won't do. Or they can't do it. Because what God has me to do, He may not have that for you. You may not can do it. There's some things, I would love to do. But, there's certain things I just cannot do. And I would just get frustrated if I tried to do them, if it's something that I can't do. Now, what I mean by that is, I buy so many things to spruce up my basement or my living room or whatever. But that's not my putting the things up now, decorating them, that's my expertise. But putting stuff up, don't ask me. Giving you directions, don't ask me. Because I'm a photographic person. And if you give me directions, I never look at the signs. I mean, I look at signs and, to know where I'm going, but that's not how I remember things. I remember things like based off of what's around it because I'm a visual person. So I visualize where I'm going. So I know where I'm going based off of what I see around it. So if I ask you, what is it next to, just answer. But anyway, you're a threat. You are a threat. But before we go beyond the cover on that, we're going to go into our video. Because now we have our fall collection out, sweetheart. And we need you to see the beautiful things. Now, before you see it on me, I need you to see that it's on my website at cportraitsmagazine.com. But we also have a digital catalog for you guys to have as well. So here are some of the items that are featured on our website. So at cportraitsmagazine.com. Here we go. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. yes, 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 sweetheart. Now, today, I'm about to show you guys. But I have a twist to mine because I'm not your traditional person, you know. I'm going to change it up, switch it up a little bit. Because I want you guys to know that you are a winner. So when you come out with your Amora Too Classy Boutique clothing, honey, you can switch it up. You don't have to wear the little pouches that I have, the little purses that I have, that, you know, that everybody wear, and that's the way they wear it with the dresses and all that. Well, honey, I will change it up, and I'll make you want to wear what I'm wearing. So, and I'm going to show you how beautiful, classy this dress is. And then I'm going to show you this wonderful purse so you can stand out, sweetheart. We're changing it up. We're changing it up from the traditional ways. Now, there you go. That is the dress. You can have it like this. And then you can pull it up. So I'm not going to pull it down too much because I had some malfunctions in the other video. So what we're not going to do is have that again. We're going to learn from it. Not going to continue and expect a different result. Now, I know you're like, what purse is she talking about? Well, I'm talking about this purse, sweetheart. Like I said, you are a winner. And you need to know that. So you need to represent that. Honey, this is still cute with this. You can wear this with this. I will wear this with this. Watch. When I go out today, when you see me out, I'm going to have my purse on purpose so people can be like, what? She got that basketball purse with that on? Yes, sweetheart. You don't do that. You don't do that, but I do that. That's why I'm a threat, sweetheart. But anyways, so we're about to get into it. I need you to get your journals because I'm about to give you this tea, sweetheart. Yes, but before I give you this tea, I'm going to show you another fall outfit that we have that is different. Now, as you can see, this is a sweater dress, but it's different. And, oh, and you can wear this purse with this too, honey, because it has black and white if you wanted to. Now, we do have our other purses that are more on the traditional side that you can also wear. But if you want to change it up, you can change it up. Just because that's not the way everybody else did it, don't mean that that's not the right way. Because we're going to get deep into that. Because it's not your way, don't mean it's not Yahweh. Period. Now, you're a threat. Now, I know you're like, why does she keep saying I'm a threat? Because you are. Just for being you being you. I'm going to give y'all a lot of examples before I tell you what he's going to do to these people that are threatened by you and become your enemies because they're threatened, because they see you as a threat. So they become your enemies, just like Cain ended up. Now, they seen you as a threat and you ain't done nothing to them. That's the problem. Cain saw Abel as a threat because of the favor of God on Abel's life, because Abel did what God told him to do the way God told him to do it, which Cain could have did the same thing too, but Cain wanted to give God whatever he wanted to give God and then get mad because the favor of God didn't come on him. Well, God didn't tell you that. He didn't say that he was going to bless you for disobedience. When in his word did he ever say that? You're not going to bless your children for being disobedient. Oh, I think I want to take you to the store and buy you whatever you want because you were so disobedient today. I mean, you upped it today. No, you would never do that. Well, I would never do that because I don't know what these other I have never in my life. I never thought I would see the day of this foolishness. I think I'm just going to start giving myself as an example and giving examples for me because I've never in my life. So, but I'm not going to get on these foolish people about other subjects. I'm going to stay tuned with what God wants me to tell you. Now, the reason why you're a threat to them because of their insecurities. You're a threat to them because of their insecurities. It has nothing to do with you. It's because of their own insecurities. So it's time for you to reset and reevaluate everybody. When Facebook went down, I was actually trying to get on this prophetess, Terry Ravens page, so I can see exactly how she wants to do the consecration. Because I almost drank some juice, and sometimes when you're doing the consecration, they only allow you to drink water. So I was just trying to make sure that, I could drink some juice. So I'm trying to go, and I'm like, dang, what is going on with Facebook? I can't even get on. I'm looking up her website, everything. I'm like, dang, she don't have it on the website. I'm looking up her YouTube, all of it. Then I try to go back to Facebook. Facebook wouldn't work. So I'm thinking maybe it's something wrong with my laptop. So I go and go ahead and reset my laptop because I'm thinking maybe there's something wrong with my laptop. Something's not right. My laptop is not working. It's going to everything, but I'm trying to look up and do something that God would have me to do, something godly. I'm not on there trying to see gossip. I'm trying to see, how she wants us to do the consecration. So anyways, I could not get on there. So I didn't drink nothing but water because I'm not, until I know, I'm not drinking nothing but water. But thankfully, once I got on there, I could drink juice. But anyways, so I reset my computer. And I got rid of a lot of files and stuff that was not needed, was not necessary for my computer to operate the way it's supposed to operate. I had a lot of extra stuff that I did not need from years ago. That doesn't have nothing to do with this year. So I had to delete stuff that is no longer needed on this journey that God has me on. It's just taking up space that you're praying for something. Just say this. Say that you're praying for something. Well, you're gonna have to reset your whole computer. You're gonna have to reset you and start reevaluating what is good for you and what is not, what is needed and what is not needed, what is taking up space and what is not taking up space. You're going to have to push a reset because that's what I did. I reset my computer because I'm like, something is not right. It's not allowing me to do what I need to do. So if you're feeling like that, like something's not right, I'm not able to do. Every time I say such and such, I always start reevaluating stuff. And because people could be in the way and in somebody else's space that God was going to put right there, but you want to keep on. Keeping that over there. You want God to bless you with a new bed or a new car or a new whatever. But you won't let go of the car that's not working. I'm going to keep that just in case. If God is going to give you something. Now the enemy, he can bless you too, but it's temporary. But when God gives you something, it will last. So you don't have to have, keep that car that's already not working. Why are you going to keep something that's already not working? It's shown you time and time again that it's not working, but you want to keep it just in case what you're praying for don't work out. No. I mean, because I know he's going to give me a car, but I just want to have backup because, like, right now, had I had my other car that don't work, why are you needing another car? You're needing a new car because that old car is not working. Get rid of it. Quit holding on. You're taking up space. You can't receive the new car until you get rid of the old car. Period. What are you holding on to the old car for? It don't work. That's forcing you to have to spend more money it costs more for you to in your life for you to keep this car than if you let it go. So let it go. Delete that file. Reset. Reevaluate the whole thing. Because these people will start putting their insecurities off on you. Their beliefs off on you. They see you as a threat. I've been in situations where I'm not even looking or thinking anything, but just because of their way of thinking and the way they are, they put that thinking on me. I don't think like you. Nobody can say that I think like them, period. I have 50 million thoughts up in my head all day, right now. So you do not know what I know what you're thinking. I could tell you don't know. That frustrated me the most as a child. I know exactly. No, you don't. No, you're trying to. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. What? No, that's what you. No, it's not what I'm doing or thinking. You don't know. I'm not you. You thinking of what you would have done. That's not me. But like I said, people, we have to reset and get rid of these people. It's just dead weight that's holding us down. We praying, but He keeps showing us these people. But we're so concerned with the way they're going to react and what they're going to do and how they're going to, feel and all this stuff, instead of doing what God said is necessary for us to move forward. And I could tell you, I could speak from my experience. Recently, like I told y'all in my last video, God had told me He showed me somebody very clearly, vividly. And, it's stuff I was seeing, but, I was still trying to just be the light. And He was like, delete, block, remove, stop talking, stop communicating. I done showed you the wolf. I done took off the mask. Now I expect you to move accordingly. Period. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh Lord. Now I done blocked and deleted. Now they're gonna try to say all this stuff, or what am I gonna say when they call? Because I can't lie. But I ain't have to do nothing. Because when God tell you to delete something, he handled all that. So we sit here worrying about how they're gonna react and what they're gonna say about us, and they're gonna think this and that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's what God said. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. What you worried for? He said, don't worry about your adversary. Well, they're going to try to do this, and they're going to try to lie and do all. God said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. As long as you continue to be obedient and do what God tell you to do, it don't matter what they say. They're threatened by you just for you being you, sweetheart. They can't figure out how you are doing you. Because they tried to do you, and they couldn't. Because God made me the way He made me. You should not be threatened by what He has me to do. You need to just focus on what God has you to do. I'm going to give y'all several scenarios. Now, I gave you a hater. Now, I'm going to give you another scenario based off of my kid's teacher. Now, I have been told from one of their schools I will not mention that the teacher and the nurse, my child's teacher, my daughter's teacher and the nurse is saying that I intimidate them. I have never yelled, fussed, cussed, nothing. I talk to them just like this, respectfully. I just ask questions. So how are you intimidated when I just ask you questions? Calmly. And I asked the principal when she called me to inform me of this wonderful information. She was like, "So I was just letting you know, you may want to lower." I'm not lower. I don't have a tone with them. I don't argue with them. I don't. I'm very respectful to them. I was like, I would like for them to be on the phone if you don't mind. Well, yes, I have the nurse right here right now. The teacher is currently teaching the class. I was like, well, that's fine. Could you please put the nurse on? Because I don't want anyone to feel intimidated, but I do want to figure out why they're intimidated by me. Because I have never yelled or cussed or slammed or screamed at them at all. Well, I believe you, but that's what they're telling me, and I have to address these. Well, that's fine. So now the nurse and the teacher saying that I'm a threat, like I'm intimidating. So I'm like, okay. She gets the nurse on, and the nurse is like, she was like, hey, Miss Matthews. I was like, hey. I was like, I just have a question. She was like, yes, anything. I was like, I was just told that I intimidate you, and I don't want to intimidate anyone. And I just want to know, have I ever yelled at you or been rude or disrespectful or disrespected you in any way? I just want to know if I did, and maybe I didn't see it. Could you let me know how I made you feel intimidated? Well, no, you've never yelled at me or been smart with me or anything like that. It's just the questioning. This one, I'm like, huh? And I was like, could you elaborate on what you're speaking of? You question as if I have not been in this field, in this practice for many of years. Could you give me an example? I'm confused. You're intimidated by the questions I ask? Well, it's the way you ask. It's as if you don't think I'm qualified for this job or that's your insecurities. I'm asking a simple question. I said, well, what are you talking about? I said, the only question I've asked you is, do you not know the anatomy of a body and that all bodies are different and that just because you may not have to use the restroom every 2 seconds doesn't mean that a child doesn't. And just because other children in the class may not have to and they can, follow that doesn't mean that every child can do that. Everyone is different. And you've been in this field for so long, I would expect that you would know that. I only have 2 kids and never been a nurse, and I know that. I have 2 kids by the same father, same mother. I mean, they don't have the same bathroom schedule. They have their own bathrooms and everything, and they go at different times, and one goes more than the other. That's just what they do. They're different. They're their own person. And you're asking me. I said the problem was that you were asking me, you're calling me to tell me that I need a note from the doctor, but you're not calling the doctor. You said that I needed a note from the doctor for my daughter to have more than y'all have allowed bathroom breaks. And I had a problem with that. So I just simply asked you a question. Yes, but that was insulting and you were very intimidating. How is that intimidating? I'm just asking you a simple question based off of your experience that you should already know. So I wasn't asking you nothing that was outside of your experience or whatever. I expected you with your experience to know and answer that, not to feel intimidated or threatened by me asking you that question as a nurse with all these years. Well, like I said, I mean, know you, if you've never been smart with me, I just feel that sometimes you are intimidating. Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, I'm just letting you know that I will continue to ask questions. That's my job as a mother, to protect my children and to make sure that they're getting all the proper care that they need when I'm not there. So I will question, and you've just validated that I have never disrespected you or yelled at you or hit you or anything like that. So I will continue to be me. If she sees that as a threat, then that's fine. But you're not going to stop me from being me. Now, if I'm out of line, of course, I can apologize. I can take accountability for my actions. That's why I asked her. Maybe I didn't see. But people will be threatened by you just for you being you. And they will try to make you feel bad for you being you because you're not doing things that they believe you, the way they believe you should do it. I mean, this has been going on since my childhood. I had a teacher that was nerve-wracking because she told on me just like my daughter's teacher. She told on me like every other day because I would ask questions. And it's like, I expect you to answer. You expect me to, do the work. I expect you to explain the work so I can do the work the way you want me to do it. So, excuse me. So I would ask, so could you explain? I didn't understand how you explain. This is how I would ask my teacher. I didn't go, oh, you need a. I was not even being rude or I just raised my hand. Hey, can you, I didn't understand how you do that. Could you tell me how I could do that? Because I didn't understand how you did it. Could you show me that again? Or could you show me a different way of how I could do it? Because I don't know how you did that. Could you explain it? So she explains it the same thing. First, she has an attitude. Then, then she's explaining it the same exact way she explained it the first time. As it says in the book, we're going to go through this again in the book. So you're going to explain it to me the same way that I didn't get the first time? And you expect me to understand it the second time? Oh, okay. And you're proving what point? Because you're still not helping your student. So when she, gets done for explaining it the same way the second time, I'm like, well, do you get it now? Nope. Okay, see, you're trying to be smart. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're really trying to be smart with me because I just explained it for the second time and you're saying you still don't get it. I don't. You're trying to disrupt the class. You're trying to make fun of me. I just don't get it. You just explained it the same way that I didn't get the first time. You just explained it for the second time. The same way. You didn't change it up. You didn't try to explain it in a different way. Ask me how I can receive it or nothing. You just repeated the same thing and that I didn't get that way. Get out my class. I will be calling your mother. And it's like, really? So then I'm getting in trouble for nothing. But then nobody asked me nothing. Just because my teacher threatened by me asking questions that I have to answer. Then you're going to fail me because you keep marking me wrong. We'll go through the class. And, she'll put X's everywhere on my page saying that it was wrong. And I'm like, how is it wrong? I worked it out. I showed her my work on the side, all of that. Why is she marking my stuff wrong? We go over it. I got the same exact answer. I'm going up like, hey, can I show you this? I got the same answer and you marked it wrong. You're disrupting the class. No, you just marked my stuff wrong. You did not do it in this formula the way I told you to do it. I didn't understand it that way. So I can't do it that way. But I still got the right answer. So what's the problem? And see, that's the problem with today. You're a threat to other people because you got the answer. You have the answer. that they're refusing to receive. They'd rather do everything but God. And see, everything that I do has everything to do with God. You ask me how I did this, God. How did you figure out God? Did you go to school for it? No. So how did you get so good at God? No, I understand your beliefs, but I'm just asking, and that's the reality of it, sweetheart. I understand that you don't believe, but that's the reality of it. People tell me all the time, you should get a nonprofit and they will be able to help you do your classes and do all the stuff that you're doing. No, you'll get money. Like they give you free money. It's not free money. If you're going to be dictating my money, that is not free. I don't want it. You're going to tell me how I have to do it. That's not for me. Then that don't mean that it's not right for you, but it's not right for me. So you can't say that my answer is wrong because I didn't do it your way. And see, now you're threatened by me because I'm doing it my way. Yahweh. It don't make any sense. Why are you mad because I'm not doing things the way you're doing it? Why do you see me as a threat? Because you want to do what I'm doing, but you can't. That's because what God has for me to do is not for you to be doing. And you can't figure out how in the world is she doing that? Because you know what you done try to do. You done try to throw all them bricks. But honey, I thank you for those bricks. Thank you. You try to place every stumbling block, not help me with the kids, not nothing. You thought surely that would stop her. No, I'm following God. See, I'm on a different path. See, the path that was right for you is not right for me. So my path has all faith on God. Your path, you've put faith in the job to secure and all of this stuff. And you can't say that that's not the truth because that's what you say in your words and it shows in your actions. That's why you want me to have a job. But you cannot, people want you to, they want to put out there, no, because you got to think about the kids and, oh, you got to do this and, oh, you got to do that and all of this. And I'm not talking about no particular person. So this is not I'm just giving y'all an example so you guys can understand how you can become a threat for just you being you. Nothing that you're doing that's wrong. You're just wrong for not doing it the way that they saw or they think that it should be done. Because this has been going on for so many years and we never, and why would you, and this and that. So when they become threatened by you because of their insecurities, they start speaking their insecurities and their fears off on you to somehow prevent you. But see, I become an even bigger threat because ask anybody, all my life, you say I can't do it, I'm going to prove you wrong. That is that's my motivation. You say I can't do it, I'm going to do it. And with this discernment, even if you try to play me and be like, girl, you can do it, just to stop me, I'm still going to do it. So there's no way. There's nothing you can talk about, nothing. I've been on the opposite path of everybody all my life. Like I told you, I was a virgin all through high school. Oh, and trust and believe. With that, people talk crazy. Oh, she must be gay because she ain't. I know I like boys. I'm not being touched by nobody, so that's idiotic. Oh, you a party pooper. You don't want to drink and all that. No. You're threatened by what? Like God was telling Cain, won't I give this to you too? If you too do what I say? Don't let this creep up in you. Because you are stopping you. I keep telling you this over and over and over. I'm not going to sound like a broken record. I don't do this with my kids. Now, I told you, my show, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I don't sugarcoat it with my elementary school kids. I'm not going to sugarcoat it with you guys. Because the problem is, and what I had to learn, because the more that I was trying to be less of a threat and be less of myself, because I couldn't even be myself. I'm telling you, these insecure people will have you just, because you're just like, well, dang, no, I can't do this. This is, So then that brings stress, anxiety, that builds up. You wondering why you always tensed up. Oh, every time you go around these people, you just tensed up, and it's like you can't say nothing, and you watching your words, and that's not the life. It's time to reset and reevaluate and start deleting these people. I had to, because you're not gonna keep stressing me out. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I've even been asked, so you think God told you to stop talking to me? Or are you saying that I'm the one that's not that's disturbing your peace? Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you disturb my yes. I'm saying that yes. But if you feel that way, I guess I do. Because like I said, since I don't take medicine, I reevaluate everything. Why do I have this headache? What be happening when I have a headache? Oh, every time I go around such and such, I get this headache. Or every time this is happening, or every time I get off the phone with whoever, I have a headache. Why is that? So if I eliminate, what's causing the headache, then I don't have to take no medicine. Because, I'm not going to take no medicine. I put an ice pack on it, everything but. People be like, oh my, you do the most. All you got to do is take some medicine and that knock it. No. Because it's still going to happen again, and then I'm going to be, no. So, don't be concerned with you being a threat. Don't change you because they're threatened by you. People would try to, from family to church to everything, just because they see you as a threat. But they don't want you to know that you're a threat, but they see you as a threat. So they would try to make you feel bad for telling, like I told you in my last video, they'll make you feel bad for telling the truth. But like Jesus said, why when I tell you the truth, you can't hear me. You don't understand me. Why? You know what you did. Just because you in denial, delusional, foolish, don't mean that I am. I'm not about to even entertain that because I'm not trying to be foolish. I'm not about to look foolish and be in denial. You know what you did. You know exactly what you just. I could not. Well, yes, you did. That's what family. I can give you another scenario with my son's principal at one of the schools. I'm not going to tell you. She wanted to have a meeting because she kept trying to say that my son was just so aggressive and whatever. That's not my son. Anybody know my son? No, he is just the quietest, most laid back, person. But anyways, she wants to have this meeting. And she was like, because we're going by the guidebook and I need to have a meeting with you. And well, I need you to print out that guidebook so I can see it and that and I need you to sign it and date it. Well, you can print it off. It's on the website and you can look it up. No, I won't. I want to make sure that I'm reading exactly what you're going by. So I want you to sign and date it, please. Well, our meeting is Friday. Okay, it's this week. Okay, that's fine. And it's a lot of pages. That's fine. I want all the pages. All of it. Like people be saying, I want all the smoke. I want all of it. Because no fire can burn me. Because he holds my hand, sweetheart. So I'm not worried about it. Give me all of it. Because God told me to look at all of it. Not some of it, not part of it, but all of it. So I looked at all of it. And when I went to the meeting that week, I was prepared because I read it. And I highlighted. So when she was like, so as you saw, because you do still have that guidebook right? Yes, I sure do. So as you saw, we are going based off of that, and we have rules and regulations that we have to follow and learn how to. I said, I understand that. She was like, so what we're here for is to figure out ways that your son will not be so aggressive when things happen. I said, no. What you're saying is that you want my son to cope with getting hit. And that's not going to happen. I'm not going to accept that. Period. So now I'm a threat. I'm a threat because I'm not accepting what they want me to do. So now I'm a threat now. Oh my goodness, you're so wrong for this. I did not. Oh. Because I'm not disagreeing with you, because I'm not ignorant, because I have knowledge that you didn't expect. You put me in this box and I exceeded that box, so now you're threatened by me. You thought because I was a black woman I wasn't going to know anything? I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm not changing. I'm not being rude, disrespectful, none of that. So what you're saying is that I did not, you didn't say that, but that's what you're saying. So with that being said, I'm not going to do what you want. We're not going to have him cope. This is my child. I don't care what you do with all these other children, but my son is not going to cope with getting hit. Well, so like I said, what we're here for is to figure out a solution. Do you have a solution? I sure do. That goes with what we have to, the rules that we have to follow. Yes, I do. According to your rules on page 6, do you have your rules in front of you? Yes. Okay. According to page 6, it says that you're supposed to create a safe environment for all students. Is that correct? Yes. And we do that. It's at all students, not some students, not a little bit of the students, not the ones you want, but all of them. Yes. Okay. So, according to these slips that you keep sending me of his behavior and sending him home with all these bad slips of him hitting back. Yes, that's what we're here for. I said, okay, if you listen, you're supposed to create, because you said you're going by this, because this is what you signed. Is this your signature? Yes. Okay. So you signed this and dated it this week. So there should not be no other updates. And I've read it. And according to page 6, where I highlighted that you can see in front of you, you did not follow that. Because according to this, my child has gotten hit first on every occasion. Every occasion, he just defended himself. And yes, speaking of that, he said that you told him to hit. Yeah, to defend himself. That's what he's doing. Because according to what you wrote, I didn't write this. This is your school stuff. It says that he was hit first and then he hit back. So you don't dictate the outcome. See, people get mad. Like his principal got mad. Well, he accidentally, like on this one, someone accidentally kicked him, and he punched and kicked the little boy back. Well, he shouldn't have been kicked, but the little boy accidentally hit him, and he told him that it was an accident. Well, that still hurt my son, because if I accidentally swinging did you say he was just kicking his feet out? I don't know why. I didn't stop that, but. If I'm just swinging my hand and I just accidentally slap you in the face, is that gonna hurt your face or are you gonna feel fine? Of course. I said, and you don't want to handle the other student because you said that you're following your rules, but you're not following your rules because first of all, you're not creating a safe environment for my son. Well, according to this, it said all students. I didn't see that it said excluding my son. So it looks like, according to what you have sent me, that he's the one that's getting hit. I mean, is this not your? Yes. Okay. So what's the problem? So now she's looking disgusted. She's so threatened and mad and whatever. I'm not raising my voice, not being belligerent, nothing. I'm waiting on my answer. What? So, what are we doing? So, what is your solution? My solution is, since we're supposed to follow, this thing that you told me that you'll follow by, is to create a safe environment for all students, including my son. Because if you stop the people from hitting my son, that would eliminate him. That would eliminate my son from hitting them because he's just defending himself. So he wouldn't have to defend himself if you defended him, if you protected all of the students, like it says on page 6. That's the solution. Well, just as we cannot prevent people from hitting your son, and we can't, no, just like we can't prevent your son from hitting other people, we can't prevent everyone from hitting your son. But you can prevent that. Because if you prevent people from hitting my son, see, you're refusing to address that. But if you stop the hitting, people hitting my son, and you deal with it, instead of waiting days and let my son see that he gets handled immediately and they don't, because you're following the rule book and all of this stuff, but you're not, then that will create a safe environment for all students. That will handle, that's the solution. Stop allowing people to hit my son. You know that these people are hitting my son, so you should keep a close watch on it. That's common sense. I do that with my 2 kids. So you asked me what the solution is. That's the solution. Well, like I said, we do have to follow the rules. I said so. So we will handle the person that hit according to our. I said, well, would you go by your? Would you go according to your rules if I slapped you accidentally? Like I said, if I'm just swinging my arms and you just happen to walk into my hand, would you want me to be handled immediately, or for them to follow the rules and do it according to the rules? Well, first I will ask you, why did you hit? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You would tell them to escort me immediately. Well, I mean, there's no reason for there's no reason for people to hit my son. Like I said, they see me as a threat and I'm not even threatening them. Now I could have came in there as a parent and threatened all of them. Somebody else touched my son, I'm gonna knock all. I could have, but I never went like that. So you don't have to do nothing but be yourself and just ask questions, and they're threatened by you because of their insecurities. She couldn't answer none of my questions. She didn't expect me to come at her like that. She expected me to get angry and get mad and frustrated and not and cross over on my words and all this stuff. But I didn't. I was calm, cool, and collected. And just looking at her, asking her a question. So you asked me the solution. I gave you the solution. Are we going to proceed with the solution? Well, like I said, we're going to follow the rules that I have to follow. So then that is part of the rules that you have to follow. So again. So then the next thing I know, I get a call from his school talking about I asked for the principal, and now I have to talk to the assistant principal because I was intimidating to the principal. So that seemed like a word that they say, that you're intimidating them. Well, that's what the others say. Now, people like me, well, I'm not going to say like me, but of my color, they're not going to tell you you're intimidating, honey. They would never, we wouldn't, black people don't never tell you, but they'd tell you. They too smart for their own good. Because they'll sit there, oh, I'm trying to help you because I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to get out here in this business and think that I don't think that. Because life doesn't work that way. And I'm just trying to help. I don't need your help. I tell the realtors everything when I'm looking for a house or whatever. Well, I show the house that I'm wanting. And I know at that moment, I can't get it. I know part of what I need to do, but I need to take this to a realtor so that I can, see what I need to do, because I need to know and why. Tell me no and why. Well, they're threatened by that. They can't even answer that. I told this realtor, or not that realtor, the one that I'll say the financer, the one that's over the finance. I told him, and he went of African descendants, and he told me. I asked him. I said, "So, what do you think I need to get this house?" Well, you're going to need a lot. I can show you a smaller house that's more that you can get now, that's more affordable for you. Because right now I don't need you to tell me all that. Just tell me no and why. This foolish person said no. We say yes and yes. I said, how do you say yes and yes? It's either yes or no. Well, yes, because eventually you can get this. And yes, we can help you. So yes and yes. I was like, no, I need you to tell me no and why. Well, I don't like, well, I'm asking you to tell me no. I can't get it because I already know this. I know I can't get this now. But if you tell me why I can't get this now, then I can set my goals based off of why you said no. You need this, 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 and this. Because I already know as my color, because I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. As my color, it's going to be harder. So they're going to tell me more than what's on the paper for others. So go ahead and tell me no and why. So when I set my goals, I know why and what I need to be going towards. But now I'm a threat. Oh, now you want to help me. Hey, I was just checking up on you. But normally, if you show them a house like that, they avoid calling. But now that you're a threat, it's like, oh, let me call her and tell her I can help her so she don't try to get it. And, I don't really want her to get this house. Well, really, I'm not trying to get that particular house anyway. So I'm never going to show you what I want anyway, the opposer. I'm going to show you basically the type of house I want. And I need you to tell me what I need to do. No and why. That's it. Nothing else. But now I'm a threat. Because you heard someone of color speaking and you're like, oh, well, I don't know why they always come here thinking that they can get these big old, I can. You don't know my big old father. Whatever I ask, I will receive if I continue to be obedient. Now, you coming against me, you coming against my father. So you better be careful. I ain't got to worry about you. Oh, they're going to try to stop. No, they ain't stop me. How you get over there? They don't let black. What? Who letting who? They don't dictate my life. No, because they normally don't. I don't care what they normally do. What they not going to do with me is stop me. The only person that can stop me is me. And I can't even stop me because God is like, oh, no, we're not. What we not going to do? He like I am with my kids. You're not about to stop. Oh, I don't want it. This is too hard. No, it ain't. My kids are not going to have not one. I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. Y'all done had breathing problems, allergies, everything. I done lost jobs, cars, everything. And I carried y'all with me the whole ride. I sacrificed everything. So I don't want to hear nothing. And still made it with God by my side. So they better have the faith in God because they should know based off their mother's life, how their mother changed, how my life changed when I was disobedient. And I tell them straight up what it was. Mommy was disobedient. That's why. But now you see how different it is. You see how much peace we have now. Look at God. I tell them what it is. They ain't not going to be looking at me like it's me. You see me at home with you. You see that? So look at God. See, the problem that God has me to do is break these generational curses. And part of these generational curses come from the tradition and how you don't even know why you doing some of the things you're doing. Because grandmama did it. Why did grandmama do it? She probably did it because it's something else. You don't even know. You're not even asking. You're just repeating. I'm not repeating. God has me on a different path. Now, just because it's not on the path that you went on doesn't mean that it's not the right path for me. Period. Now you're looking at me as a threat for what? And I'm not talking about no particular person, so don't be trying to figure out who it is. It's not one person. It's several people. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm just speaking for everybody that's in that boat in general. Because God is not the author of confusion, so y'all not going to stir up nothing. Mute all that. Now, that we address that, then I became a threat to whoever that was on this one. That's reality, though. You just speak facts, the truth, and all of that, and call them out. Then they want to, oh my God, you are so wrong for speaking facts. Were you not doing that? No. Yes, you were. Yes. So now you're looking at me like a threat because I'm doing what God told me to do, that you're refusing to do. It's bringing out your insecurities because you know you need to be doing what God told you to do. But you keep trying to go the opposite way, refusing to do what God told you to do. Then when judgment, you don't believe the judgment time coming, but it's coming. So you need to start doing what God has you to do. You trying to focus and copy off of what everybody else doing is not helping you. I don't know why God has me to keep talking about this, but it does not help you. You're bringing curses on you, trying to put me or whoever down. It's not helping you. Period. Because God is telling you, and like I told you, God broke it down side by side, so there's no way you can be like, oh, I forgot. But no. In Deuteronomy, we're about to be in Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter. But in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, he said, blessings for obedience in all of his commandments. Not some of them, not the ones you want to do, but all of them. And he also said curses for the disobedience. So quit blaming everybody else for what you are doing. Stop it. Because you're being cursed. He told you was going to be cursed for your disobedience. But you want to continue to be disobedient. And, oh, Lord, ever since, it's everybody it's you. Look at you. Make that U-turn and look at you. God said it's you. When I asked, he showed me. And it was ugly. I was like, what the what? That's how you say, honey, that I changed honey. I'm still in the process, but honey, I'm changing. Because I did not like the way God see me. Because whether you in denial of what sin is, because you're not reading this and you didn't go beyond the cover, doesn't mean that it's not a sin. You still know right from wrong, so there's no excuses, sweetheart. None. I'm not sugarcoating because I don't sugarcoat with my kids. I'm not baby feeding you. You know how to feed yourself. And that's what God is asking you today. Feed yourself for those who are not the threat. Quit being threatened by everybody going towards their calling or what God has them to do just because you're not doing it. Don't put them down. Don't let that rise up in you. Deal with your insecurities. Like I told you. I mean, I want a game. Wait, I have a goal to gain weight. I'm not going to just talk about it. Oh, I'm too fat for this. Or, no, I would never say that because that'll be in denial because I'm the opposite of fat. But you know how people complain about everything. Oh, I'm too fat for this. No, I can't do this. No, this. No, that. And you can do it. And, you know, that's how they throw the shade. You can do it because you bones. You got more energy. And, you know, you, no. I can do it because I'm doing it. You just want to complain. Quit complaining. God said do everything without grumbling and complaining. I don't want to hear it and he don't want to hear it. So also when you do your reset and you reevaluate, all those complainers, every time you pick up the phone is, oh, guess this don't happen. And all this and all that. And you try to talk positive and they still got something negative to come with your positive. You coming up with solutions for their situation and they still. So it's like reset. You have to evaluate. You have to clear out some files real quick. Because they're not helping you. They're taking up space that you're asking for something big, but it can almost fit, but you got to eliminate some things out. You have to delete some files. Because with me doing so many videos, I have to delete some files so the video can download. Sometimes it's too large. And if you asking for a large blessing and you ain't made room for it, you want to keep all the trash and all the junk, empty your junk mail. Excuse me. Empty your junk mail. Empty the trash. Quit letting people pile up their trash on you. They're threatened by you. Remember that. You keep doing you. And for those who are threatened by people being them, God can help you too. Like he told Cain. Like he did with Saul. He changed Saul to Paul. So don't think that you're too far out here. Like God can't work a miracle. That's what he do. All day, every day. I'm a working miracle. He works miracles, like I said, all day, every day in my life. All day, I see miracles. You can believe it or not, that's not my problem. I know what it is. So, I'm trying to help you guys out. God is trying to, he's wanting you to just be like, look, I need to just stop doing this because she's right. It's not getting me nowhere. Quit thinking somebody judging you. Judging me. Ain't nobody judging you. Grow up. You know right from wrong. Grow up. Period. I don't want to hear nothing. I tell my kids this, and everybody know. After God, I love them. So they know. Everybody know I love my kids. But I don't sugarcoat nothing. Because it's nothing sugarcoated when they hit this world for real. So I'll be setting them up for failure if I don't keep it real. You're like, oh, well, people should be nicer. No, people are mean. You're going to have to toughen up that skin. But they're being mean to, well, quit crying. Don't give them what they want. You sitting here, I didn't finish it because they told me that I was stupid and dumb and I couldn't. No, that's what they want to tell you so they can stop you. And they know they can't stop you, so they want you to stop you. No, unacceptable. I'm letting them know, let it be known. They ain't stopping you today, not on my watch. But this is hard. Well, we're going to work on it until it becomes easy. It's always hard at the beginning. It was hard for me with y'all at the beginning of my journey on this business. Since I am taking a different route, it has been hard. But it's becoming easier. Yes, I'm doing more, but it's easier because I got it now. First, I used to still try to figure stuff out. I'm like, oh man, how okay, I'm on the right path. I'm still doing my business, but how am I supposed to get money? Like my bills due tomorrow. God, I know. But now, honey, after this pandemic, honey, my faith has just skyrocketed. It's beyond this cover, honey. I'm like, honey, I ain't worried about it. Like I said, it'd be 300, and then the next minute is 8,000. Not loans, not nothing. God, just off of obedience. That's why I was so mad at myself. Because I'm like, here I was trying to figure out, thinking I'm going the right way. Because this is the way I was told. This is the way I was raised. No, just because you was raised and this because you were told to do certain things does not mean that that's the right way. Just because my teacher told me to do it a certain way does not mean I did not get it right. I still had the right answer. I just didn't do it her way. And she marked it wrong. Just because they marking you wrong and they looking at you like a misfit, just remember all the benefits it is to be obedient to God, to be his child. Then it ain't. I don't care about nothing. Cause I'm a child of the Almighty, honey. That's something I brag about. There's no fake trophy or nothing. I don't like this fake stuff. I'm thankful for the Almighty to be recognized. I'm glad that he knows my name. How about that? And I'm wanting God to know. Well, he knows all of y'all names. Let me clarify on that before. Oh my goodness. He knows all of y'all names. Period. But like he said, why do you call him Lord, Lord, and you do not do what he say? Why are you calling him Lord, Lord? Well, you ain't worshiping your stone, your rock, your fake whatever, all this fake stuff. Why are you not worshiping that? Why are you not asking that to heal you? You said it heals. Oh, it brings peace. Oh, I gotta get out this. Honey, you want me to tell you how I get out this false energy? I reset and delete people. Yep. I'm sober minded. I don't have to puff it out, smoke it out, nothing. I've never puffed nothing. I don't drink. All I drink is Stella Rosa Black. Nothing else. No liquor, nothing. People are like, you don't know what to order? No. How old are you? 33. You don't intimidate me by saying that. You don't know drinks? Nope. I don't drink. So how would I know about all these different drinks? You don't drink any type of Stella Rosa Black? Other than that, no. Wow, that's great. I've never, well, you've never, but I have. That's who I am. So what? I mean, this has been all my life, so I'm a threat. I don't do things the traditional way. I don't care. Because just like this video file that I will have to download, I have to make room for. I have to delete, make space. Anytime you're praying or anything for something big, you have to make space for it. Space for anything that may prevent the big thing that you're asking to be downloaded from coming. And God will help you just like he helps me, because it's like he'll show you, like even on your phone, even not on a computer, because some people don't have a computer, but even on your phone, you know how it already highlights some of the apps you can delete if you want to download, the app that you really need. That's how God does it. It's like he'll start showing you people that you can delete. So you don't have to guesstimate like, I wonder who I need to, we all really know. Deep down, we dig deep, we know. But we too worried about their feelings. But I remember, because that goes with your parents, everybody. And I remember I was like, oh Lord. And he was like, oh, feelings than mine. I'm like, oh no. So you want to do what I said? Yes. I didn't realize, I was putting their feelings before God. Just because what I was doing didn't look right in their eyes doesn't mean that's not what God has me to do. He don't tell everybody what he has you to do. He tells you. And it's up to you to do what he told you to do. But if you keep focusing and stopping stuff because they told you shouldn't do it and all of this, then you are not doing what he told you to do. He said you can't have both. He said you can't love the world and love God. He said, or money. He said you either love one and hate the other. Period. Now I'm paraphrasing, but that's exactly what he said. So choose ye this day whom you want to serve in your actions. He said, don't be hearers of my words. People can quote the Bible all day long. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I want to see it. I'm not looking to hear, in Psalms. Okay, just because you read the Bible and you know the Bible, I'm looking at your actions. So is this what God looking at? That's why he told you, don't be hearers of my words, but be doers also. Also. So good, you heard the word. And you can repeat it. But are you living it? In your actions. Oh, I serve the Lord and I ain't going to let you and nobody else tell me I'm not. That's your insecurities because you know darn well you ain't serving the Lord. You always trying to judge. There ain't nobody judging. I ain't say nothing to you. But be obedient. Now I'm just saying you act like you the only one serving the Lord. I never said, did I say I was? No, it's just the way, what you, like how you talk. No, I'm just saying. I didn't know that. I just had to be obedient and follow his commandments. That's all I said. And I'm just saying the same for everybody. All God is saying is be obedient. Follow his commandments. That's all you got to do. So how is that judging you? But that's your insecurities. You're threatened by me because you know what me following God can take me to high places. Nothing can stop what God has for me. So you're threatened by me. Instead of you doing the right thing, like he told Cain, you want to let this build up. He kept warning Cain. And no, Cain didn't want to hear God. You ain't trying to hear God or nobody else. Because I do what God tell me to do. Oh, really? Truthfully. In reality. Not in your delusional mind. Because he said fools are wise in their own mind. But anyways, let me tell you what's going to happen to the enemies that prosecute you falsely, do all this extra stuff. So we're going to go to Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, starting at the 7th verse. He said, the Lord your God will put all these curses on your enemies who hate and persecute you. So they're hating on you and persecuting you because they're threatened by you. But God said he will put curses on them. He will put all these curses on your enemies who hate and persecute you. The 8th verse, because I got to read the whole, the rest of it. So you won't just be like, he gonna put curses on you. Well, let's read all of the rest of it. But you can read all of it, but I'm just gonna read the rest of it. It says, you will again. Now he did his part. He put curses on your enemies. Now he said on verse 8, you will again obey the Lord and follow all his commands that he is giving you today. He said, I am giving you today. Period. You will follow all of them. Now I did my part, but now you will obey again. Today. The commands he is giving you today. Now y'all can read this. This is exactly what it says. Verse 9, it says, then the Lord your God will make you most prosperous in all the works of your hands and in the fruits of your womb, the young of your livestock, and the crops of your land. You can look at the fruits of my trees. Sweetheart, we're all prosperous over here. I'm not the only business owner in my house, and I only have 2 little kids here. So, but I have to continue, like he said, again, follow all his commands. All of them. Not some of them, all of them. So, uh, the young livestock and the crops of your land, well fed, everything. The Lord will again delight in you and make you prosperous, just as he delighted in your ancestors. If you, 10, verse 10, Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, verse 10, he said, if you obey the Lord your God and keep his commands and decrees that are written in this book of the law and turn to the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. So he will handle your enemies. You don't have to worry about that. Just because they're threatened by you, don't change. Continue to do what God has you to do. That's their insecurities. And for people that are insecure about other people and seeing them as a threat and all this stuff, get out of there. Yeah, change your mindset. Let God deal with you. You deal with them insecurities. Quit trying to not deal with it and smoke. I ain't dealing with that. That's too much. You don't know what I'm going through. I done been through a lot. And okay, let God. Honey, I've been through a lot too. And he has cleaned me. He's cleaning. I'm not going to say he's done because, I mean, I be thinking he's done. And next thing I know, I'm crying again for something that I thought he had already cleaned out. So it's a process. And you have to trust his process. The problem is you don't trust God. You would trust man over God. And that's what he's mad about. He's a jealous guy. And if he see that you praising that job more than you praising him, you giving more credit to the job or to your man or woman or whoever. Now, I want people saying, oh, she talking about people with jobs. Honey, I had a job. I ain't talking about nobody with a job. I'm just giving that example. I'm shutting all of it down today. Now, you know, your hair has to just get out the way sometimes. But all you got to do is fix it. But anyways, like I said, just be obedient. Follow his commandments. Do it Yahweh. Or you can hit the highway. Simple. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to tell you you're going to be blessed because in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, he gives you blessings for the obedient and curses for the disobedient. Side by side so you can see. So if you are obedient and follow all of them. Well, I can't. With all them excuses, he said without grumbling and complaining. That's why you need to read all of his word. Without grumbling and complaining. I can't do this. I can't. I don't want to hear that. Do all of his commandments. All of them. Stop all the sins that you're doing. You want stuff to change. People try to give you solutions and you're like, I don't need you telling me. Well, I won't. But I'm going to tell you what God told me to tell you, period. Care how you feel. That was my problem. Caring how other people's going to feel. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Lord, if I tell them the truth, then they're going to be sad. Well, honey, when they hear the truth from God, it's really going to hurt. I was crying. Man, I was crying hard when God showed me the truth of me. I was boo-hooing because I was like, wow. Oh my gosh, Lord, I am so sorry. Because he has been so good to me. Even when I didn't, when I wasn't trusting him and I was trusting in everything but him. He still loved me and he was still there. And he still loved you and he's still there. I felt so bad for all the things that I did. For being disobedient, not listening to his word and following his voice. You hear his voice. You just don't want to deal with it. But you're going to have to deal with it. Because you're not dealing with it and it's not going anywhere. You're just adding to it. That's like your trash. You don't take it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to pile up and stink up your house. And that's what your attitude doing. You piling all this stuff up and you stinking up your house. Take the trash. That's nasty. And don't be trying to put your trash off on everybody else. You take your own dang on trash. You take your trash. It's time for you to clean up. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let's go beyond the cover. Awesome. Thank you, Lord. So, as you guys know, I have my Amore Kids virtual modeling camp coming up. It's 1 month for kids ages 7 to 12. I will start up my Destiny B classes, but right now, God has me to focus on the younger kids. And to answer any questions, have you ever been a teacher? I've done these classes since 2017. I've done them with grown-ups, kids, all of them. Since 2017, proof and evidence is just everywhere. So, but this year God is doing something different. And because I'm adding it virtually. I normally do it in person, which I am going to add in person for those kids that do not have laptops and stuff until I figure out how to get laptops. But anyways, I will be starting it October the 19th. My More Kids Modeling virtual classes will start October the 19th to help kids find their gifts. This is different from all the other camps that you see because I'm not going to have them make t-shirts or anything else because I don't do that with my children. See, I'm a mom, so I'm going to help other moms. And the way I'm going to help other moms is by helping them with their children. I am a single mom as well at this moment. So, I've had to be the financial provider for most of their stuff. So, and then they want extracurricular activities, and you already paying for food, clothes, all that. And I understand that. That's why the classes you can pay $20 a week. And it doesn't matter if you have 5 kids that you're wanting to be in this class, it's still just $20, period. Because if they're virtual, they'll just be, on the same computer. So it doesn't matter how many kids you have in that one house. It'll just be $20 a week. Now, or you could just pay $125. There's a $50 enrollment, but this is to help the children find their gifts. And God gave me those ages, and He had me to see if I could teach those ages with my own kids. My daughter has been in business for a year now, and she started at 7. Well, the ages are 7 to 12. My son is now 11, and he's already in business as well. So the proof is in the pudding. If I can do children, I have years of experience with doing my classes the way I do them. I've been doing them for years. Also, like I said, I will not be telling them what their gifts are. Just like I did not tell my children. Like I said, I found out that my son was an artist through me just snooping when he was being bullied. So everything that's in his business is like comic books, art, stuff that he likes. My daughter is creative. She started making doll clothes just on her dolls. So I invested in her gifts that she was already doing. But God has been blessing me with the funds to do it. So with that being said, I will not be telling your kids what their gifts are or putting something for them to do because they're going to put it back down. But this way, I'm going to teach them not only entrepreneurship, but to see things and have it in a different perspective, things they really need and things that they want. And they may want to play football or basketball. But you know, us parents, when I pay this money, you better play all these games. And then, you know, sometimes they're like, I don't want to play no more. Well, with them having their own business doing what they already love to do, that they do anyways, but they'll just be making a profit off of it because I'm gonna teach them how to make a profit off of it. Then they will be able to not only you know, make money, they'll be able to, if they want to play football, they don't have to wait on mama or daddy. So I'm helping the parents as well through my program. The book is already out. If you can't afford the classes, the book is on Amazon. Um, so you can purchase the book and just go by the guidebook that I have. So it's up to you. But I will be playing the video to get you guys ready because it's in 2 weeks. And it'll be on Tuesdays as well before my video.